did you get here? Better get something going here. I mean, it's a new year, 2020.
Let's get down to cooking with the claw. All right.
So in the new year, everybody looks for healthy recipes. The one I have today is just like my absolute favorite healthy but tasty recipe. But this dish is really great. Just kind of graze on it throughout the week. It's such an easy recipe. And what it is a organic turkey and 3-bean chili. It's amazing and it's very easy to make. And it's a slow cooker recipe. So if anybody out there has crock pots, I've made this in the past for Super Bowl parties I've had, or if you want to take it to the office, you can just put it in Tupperware. It's completely lean and healthy, good for you recipe that is very tasty. So let's get started. Cooking with the Claw starts now. Put some oil, spray it in the pan. All right, the first part of this, we're gonna take the cup of onions, chopped, real nice, into the pan. Cooking the onions, also needed for this recipe. You'll need 1 pound of ground turkey, lean, 3 tricolor bell peppers, chopped into bite-sized pieces. You'll need about 2 cups of cilantro. Then we're gonna have our spice mix. Okay, so for every spice, we're gonna use 2 teaspoons. And it's made up of garlic powder, ground cumin, oregano, chili powder, turmeric, paprika, and black pepper. We have organic diced tomatoes, no salt added, 2 cans. 1 can of organic whole kernel corn, diced green chilies. For the beans, I use a can of organic black beans, 2 cans of organic chili beans in sauce, and 1 can of organic pinto beans. On the pinto beans and black beans, you want to go ahead and drain those, but the tomatoes, chili beans, and green chili throw in all together. You don't want to cook this all the way. Okay, so now what I do is I just push the onion to the back of the pan. We're going to add in our ground turkey. We're going to let this cook on one side for about 1 minute, and then we're going to flip it. Okay, also what I like to do to season the ground turkey is an organic chili powder or chili seasoning mix. Okay, so I just flipped our turkey. Flip the turkey. We're going to cook 1 minute on this side. Now we're going to break the fat. Get ready to add our seasoning. It's going to give it a lot of flavor. Now take the packet and empty the rest. Now what we're going to want to do is work our onion in. That's also going to go ahead and season the meat. Really the purpose of putting the onion in with the meat is just to get the flavors kind of kicked up with the turkey. This is the way that we do chili in this house. Nice and healthy, low carb, really low calorie. We always like to do this as kind of a reset. If you've just come off like the holidays or a vacation where you ate maybe too badly or anything like that, this is great to kind of reset your system. Really good source of protein. Okay, so we're just browning this off right now. We don't need to like dry it out or cook it too much. Just remove it from heat. Okay, so set your crock pot for 8 hours on low. I put 2 cups of chopped onions into the crock pot. We're gonna go ahead, transfer our bell pepper in. Okay, so we have all our bell pepper in there. We're gonna go ahead, add in our cilantro. Before we add in our beans and things like that, let's mix up what we have in the onion, the bell pepper, and the cilantro. This is going to be a slow cooked chili. It's going to just cook all day. You can cook it faster on high, 4 hours on high, but I like to slow cook it. It makes everything really nice. All right, next up, let's add in our tomatoes. 2 cans of organic diced tomatoes, no salt added. So again, this is another thing that for my health, I try to avoid sodium. So I use anything less sodium. When I buy diced tomatoes in a can, no salt added. All those kind of things are things I look for. And it's really actually good if you're trying to lose some weight or trying to keep weight off. Really good to avoid sodium and eat dishes like this. Basically just add and stir. All right, looking good. Add in our organic corn, whole kernel corn. Hello, kernel corn. Welcome to the party. It's a party without the kernel. All right, next up, organic black beans. Remember to go ahead and drain those as much as possible. Let's add in our diced green chilies, a little bit of heat. We're gonna put in our organic pinto beans, also drained. Our organic chili beans. We do 2 cans of those. So this will have 3 different kinds of beans. It's so good. Oh my gosh, I love this chili so much. Yummy. Before we add in the turkey, we're gonna add our seasonings. All of our seasonings combined. We're gonna do this in like layers. So that's the first layer of seasoning. Remember, the turkey's already seasoned, so we don't need to worry about adding any extra seasoning to that. Okay, mix that up. Add a little more. Just like that. Okay. Give it another proper good stir. You don't need to add any liquid to this other than what's in the beans and the tomatoes and the chilies. You will not need to add any liquid. It'll cook down. It'll have a lot of natural juices to it. All right, let's go ahead and add the rest of the seasoning. Give it a stir. I like to add in these ingredients before the turkey. You could even get this going and have it cooking, and then you can go ahead and cook the turkey and add it in afterwards. Saves time. And lastly, we're gonna go ahead, just add in the ground turkey. Okay, so it's all mixed together, ready for the lid. Let's get that on right away because it doesn't really start cooking and heating up until you get that lid on. The lid's on good, timer's set, 8 hours. Okay, so we're at about 2.5 hours in. Let's take a look and see how it's going. I always like to, throughout the process, stir it up so it cooks everything evenly. It looks great. Oh my gosh, it just smells so good. Yum-alicious. Yummy for my tummy. Smells delish. Back you go, lid. Man, it's slow cooked all day. It smells amazing. It's gonna need to thicken up. So as it sits, now that it's done, it'll thicken up really nice. Yummy. This chili, once you scoop it in, what you're gonna wanna do is take a nice spoonful of sour cream, put it right in the middle. Oh yeah, that is looking good. One last finishing touch, you need a little cheese. A little sprinkle of cheese. Oh yes, delicioso. Come on down.
Okay, dinner's ready. Who's hungry?